Well, I'm joined in studio now by Matt Chipman. Matt is the president of a company called GreenChip Investor Relations. Matt, always good to see you.
It's good to be here again, Don. Thanks.
Well, tell us again what your company does.
Well, we're an investor relations and strategic communications company. We handle everything from issuing the press releases on behalf of our clients to helping them craft them, write them, schedule. We also help do a little more with companies than a lot of others because of my deep experience as a previous licensed stockbroker and writing, of course, the newsletter for the last 15 years. I have taken all that experience together and helping start companies and help companies match what their needs are. You know, if they're looking for people to come in and help them run the company, take things in a different direction, expand what they're doing already. We've even been able to help them find sources from time to time. Even though we're not investment bankers, we've referred people to where they can find money.
Now, I'm sure with your background and your experience, your clients are probably saying to you, gee, Matt, what's going on in the stock market in 2016? Because it kind of got off to a rough start. It appears to have stabilized, but boy, for a couple of weeks there, it was pretty dicey.
Yeah, the market always goes down faster than it goes up. We know that from being around for a few years. There were certainly some things to be concerned about, the jitters, and certainly a serious situation in China with their markets, really coming under pressure. How that's going to react to us. Of course, interest rates, we've been signaling they're going to start raising interest rates, and there may be as many as 4 total, but I think we were down to almost nothing on interest rates, so I think a small bump up is not going to send us back too far. I always am wary of where we're headed with regards to trying to pay off our deficits and the amount of money we've borrowed. But, the market hasn't done a whole lot, like we were talking, in the last year and a half. So when oil prices retract and drop like they have, and you find value in the energy sector, oil prices are not going to stay at $30 a barrel forever.
Yeah. Well, you talk about deficits, and of course that just adds to the national debt, and it's kind of an alarming statistic. The national debt's going to hit $20 trillion sometime in 2016. If we started paying back $20 trillion at the rate of $1 million per hour, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, it would take 2,300 years to pay off the principal of $20 trillion.
It's amazing. You'd like to think of ways to maybe tap into, super lotto and some of these other, maybe additional pieces of revenue. If we just didn't take, whenever we do have a state surplus or a government surplus, we just didn't take that money and spend it right away, maybe we would have a chance to pay down some of it. But it is certainly scary.
Whenever there's extra money laying on the table, the politicians figure out ways to spend it before they actually have their hands on it.
Yeah, there's going to be an end game some point. I just don't know when it's going to be.
Well, Ronald Reagan once said, government doesn't tax for what it needs, it finds needs for what it gets. Yeah. And that is very true.
Yeah, very true.
If people want to know more about GreenChip Investor Relations, what can they do?
You can come to my website, greenchipir.com, and there's a little bit of information there. There's a way to contact me. If you want to email me, Matt, M-A-T-T, at greenchipir.com. I'll certainly respond to you. I've taken on a new partner who, founded equities.com, and he's bringing a lot to the table as well. And I'll tell you, we can offer quite a bit to companies.
GreenChip Investor Relations, again, their website is greenchipir.com. Matt, it's always a pleasure having you in the program. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me again, Don.